I got 2 new jokes I want to try. I'm gonna give you guys options. O.J. Simpson or Rosa Parks. All right, you guys want the Rosa Parks one? All right, here we go. Being a New York City comic, it's super competitive. You work way more than everywhere else because there's so many stages and they're all close to each other. So it's real easy to get up a million times in a night.
You're gonna love your next comic.
He's the newest cast member of Wild 'N Out.
Put your hands together for my boy,
Eagle Witt. Eagle Witt.
Eagle Witt!
It's so funny that people think bombing is the hardest part about being a comedian. It's not. The hardest part is developing material over and over again. My greatest fear is not working hard enough. I care more about how do I fix that joke so moving forward it can work. Okay. Rosa Parks' husband had a car. I tease white people a lot when I'm on like stage and in my real life, you know what I mean? Because I don't have anything to do during the day, so I just fuck with the whites. You know? This is my new one I've been doing all summer. If I see a white person walking a little dog, I'll be like, hey, little nigga. It's very fun. They don't react poorly, they just speed up. Just get the fuck out. I was doing it the other day. I woke up and I was like, time to call white dogs nigga, here we go. And it was going really well. Everybody was having a good time, laughing and shit, you know? And this little lady, she was walking her dog. It was towards the end of the day. The sun was going down. I was like, I better make this last one a good one. I gotta make stand up. You know? And she's walking her dog, and I was like, hey, little nigga. She was like, how do you know his name? I was like, this is my joke, bitch. I don't like this at all. Sometimes I see men with dogs, and I think, this nigga doesn't even like dogs. He just wants to get bitches with his dog. But that could be me. Maybe I'm just a piece of shit, and that's why I would have a dog. 9 years. I've been doing stand-up 9 years. You're oftentimes just like running around the city going from spot to spot. Every night, you don't get a night off for real. But who cares? You're only working at nighttime and you're telling jokes for a living. Who cares?
At 10:30 to put your name down, thank you.
You could do anywhere from 1 spot to 10, 11 spots, 12 spots a night. You know, I mean, that's an extreme, don't get me wrong, but it happens. But usually, like me personally, I average out around 3 spots. Keep it going for your host, everybody. Keep it going for your host. I think the hardest joke to consistently get off is the meat of the Kamala bit, which is white women aren't gonna vote for her. Like, I have this theory that white women won't vote for her. It goes well sometimes. And then sometimes, boy, does it not. I am gonna vote. I'm gonna vote this year. It's my first time. This election is gonna be my first time ever voting. Yeah? You excited about it? Yeah, cool. You guys clap, but you don't know me. Nigga, I could be voting for Kanye. You don't know how I'm living. No, I'm gonna vote for the other candidate. I'm gonna vote for Kamala. I'm voting for Kamala. You guys seem very excited about that. It's okay, don't clap now. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm happy you guys didn't scream. I don't trust it. Everybody's like, she's gonna win. I don't know. I don't trust white women. I don't think white women, I don't believe in y'all. I know you guys do the Zoom calls and all that, but I don't know. I think white women think they're gonna vote for her. You know what I mean? Like, I think they are until it gets real. Does that make sense? Like, they'll call their black girlfriends, like, you have an ovary, I have an ovary, we're fucking voting. You know? Fuck Donald Trump, you know? Abortion rights and all that shit, you know? Then they're gonna walk to the booth with confidence, you know, voting for Kamala, yeah. And then they're gonna get in that booth with all that privacy around them. Those walls are gonna get real tight. And they're gonna be like, this bitch isn't Hillary. I'm just kidding, you didn't vote for Hillary either. Do better, white ladies. You said white men didn't vote for Hillary?
White men.
That's not true, miss. 40% of white women voted for Hillary, 60% voted for Donald Trump. Yes, that's a fact. Check it after the show, I don't have time right now. But that is a fact. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, white women suck. Maybe not you, but white women as a whole, you know? You guys gotta do better, you know? Historically speaking, white women fumble the bag, you know what I mean? You got your chance right now. You guys can get all the abortion shit back. Just vote for the black lady, you know? I know. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes I found like when you're talking shit about a demographic, and I think I fucked this up last night, is if you say you guys, you immediately bomb. You guys gotta do better. I don't believe in y'all. You didn't vote for Hillary either. You could be talking about the demographic in the crowd, but you have to talk about it like they're not them. Right. You know what I mean? And last night I fucked that up. It's just a slight switch of a word and it fucks everything up. So hopefully that part works. I don't know how this set's gonna go. We'll see. This is gonna be my first time ever voting. I'm gonna vote. I'm voting for Kamala. I'm voting for Kamala. Yeah, a couple people like her, that's cool. I'm gonna vote for her, but I don't trust white bitches. I don't think white women are gonna vote for her. I don't. I see all the Zoom calls and all the excitement, and I'm like, something about this doesn't feel safe. I don't think white ladies are gonna vote for her. I think white women think they're gonna vote for her. You know what I mean? Like, I think they believe it in their souls right now, you know? Seriously, like they're calling their black girlfriends, like, we all have ovaries, sister. Fuck Donald Trump. I want my abortion rights back, you know? And then they storm to that booth, and they get in that booth with all that privacy around them. And they're like, this bitch isn't Hillary. No, I'm kidding. White women didn't vote for Hillary either. At a comedy show, your guard's up. You're like, how are they gonna make me laugh? And that's where like the format comes in, where you have to like really manipulate their mind a little bit with the joke. A lot of the times you're relying on misdirection. You're relying on like taking them this way, going that way, involuntary responsive laughter, right? So I have the joke about Kamala, and I say like, I don't trust white women. I don't think white women are gonna vote for her. I see your white lady eyes in the crowd. You guys, we will. No, you won't. I'm talking shit about white women not voting for her, right? And that's like all the setup. And then I go, I tease white women a lot when I'm on stage. I do. You know the way Chappelle talks about trans people? That's how I talk about white women. I do. This is my favorite topic. I tease white women a lot. But then the joke format comes in where I go like, I'll make a deal with you guys, all right? If Kamala becomes president, I will never make fun of white women again, ever, on stage. Seriously. And everybody claps. This is the misdirection building, right? Because everybody now is like, oh, he's just saying something sweet. He's getting off of us. This is a great way to end whatever he's talking about. We're gonna move on to the next thing. That's what they're thinking mentally. But I'm not thinking that at all. I'm like, wait, like I got some shit. And then I hit him with, so get ready for these jokes, bitches. Which is the misdirection. It's like, fuck, he ain't let up yet. And every time that's gonna kill. Every time misdirection is gonna kill. It's a cheat code. So get ready for these jokes, bitches. Get ready for these jokes, bitches. So get ready for these jokes, bitches. The point is, nigga, vote for Kamala. Listen, I'm gonna vote for her because I like her policies. I'm lying. I'm voting for her because she looks like my mom. What do you want? I don't give a fuck. My favorite person to make laugh is my mom.
Wanna hold my hand?
Watch out, Mom.
Pretend that I'm a, what do you call those people, go younger people?
Cougar?
Yeah, pretend I'm a cougar.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I got into stand-up because everyone told me to do stand-up. And eventually I listened. I had nothing else going for me. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just do what everybody's been telling me to do my whole life. She might not remember this, but we used to watch Comic View on BET. And during the commercial breaks, she'd be like, you're funnier than them. You should do stand-up. And I was a child. I was like, no. She's the first person to ever tell me to do stand-up. And I did not want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a basketball
I wanted to be a basketball player. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. I think I get my sense of humor from you.
Yeah.
When you try to be funny, you're not funny.
Yeah, I'm not funny.
But you're funny, naturally. Yeah. I'm working towards putting out a first special that's a classic. I think that's always the goal. Like, I think about like Chris Rock, Bring the Pain. People still quote Bring the Pain. Sometimes I hear people quote Bring the Pain, they don't even know it came from Bring the Pain. It's just in the zeitgeist now. That's the ultimate dream as a comedian, is for your first special to be that impactful. When I get on stage, there's at least 3 jokes in each set that I'm like, okay, maybe this could be in the first hour. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, but it's fun. I love the pressure of stand-up. I love it. It's such a challenge. I'm voting for her because she's a black lady. That's why I'm voting for her, okay? I'll be honest, dog, if Sexy Red was running, I'd vote for that bitch. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'd be like, oh shit, the president popping her pussy again. Turn on the TV. It'd be lit. It'd be lit every day, dog. Big sexy. You know, my friends are Trump supporters. My friends, like, super hood niggas too, and they love Trump. It doesn't matter because they don't vote. But I love when these niggas go on rants. They're like, Trump, and I'm like, you're couch, nigga. You're not voting. Shut up. They love Trump, but not enough to stand online. You know what I mean? They're not doing that. My friends love Trump for like dumb reasons too. It's not even like real political shit. Like they'd be like, I don't know, that nigga funny. And I'd be like, I don't think that's a good reason. They'd be like, he also freed Lil Wayne. I'm like, all right, solid. The hardest part about stand-up is doing stand-up when you're not happy. I'd rather do any other job, not happy. I'd rather work at McDonald's, not happy. And I've worked at McDonald's. You're making other people happy and you have to put on, to some extent, some type of like mask. And your life can be falling apart, which I've had a couple times. And doing stand-up while your life is falling apart, torture. And you can do it, and that's the most fucked up part about it, is a professional, you will get laughs. You will figure out a way like, all right, time to lock in, time to fucking do it. But on the inside, it feels terrible while you're doing it. You gotta really love stand-up to commit to it in this city. This is the city to fuck with people, for real. I know most of y'all probably don't live here. This is the city, for real. Because we deal with crazy shit. Like, you see crazy shit. Like I saw a homeless nigga ask another homeless nigga for $1. He came up to me and my boys first. He was like, hey, you got $1? And we hit him with the dance. We were like, ah. And he was like, all right. And then he turned around and asked another homeless dude, and the other homeless dude got mad. He was like, why the fuck would I have $1? And I'm not gonna lie, I laughed so hard, I gave them both $1. You guys fucking earn this money. This is quality entertainment. I saw a homeless couple get into it once. This is different. We were stuck on the train in the station. You know, you get stuck on the train, the doors will stay open in the station. We were stuck, and this homeless chick in the corner broke silence with her man. She was like, I saw you looking at that bitch. And I was sitting there like, nobody wants your man. But I ain't say anything. It wasn't my place, you know? It got real intense. She's like, you know what? I'm sick of your shit. I'll leave right now. And that's when my heart got invested. Because I was like, yo, if she leaves, she's going forever. She doesn't have a cell phone. And she left, which was super fucked up. It was super sad. Nobody wanted to see her go. It was like a movie, like The Homeless Notebook or some shit, right? But right before the doors could close, the homeless dude sprinted for the doors. Yeah, I know, it was super cute. No, for real. We were all like, get her! And he held the doors and he screamed out, I'll kill you, bitch! And she came back. She came back. True love. True homeless romance. Here's the thing, I'm from New York, born and raised. Real New Yorkers in the room? Yes? No? Couple? Yeah? So you guys know, what do they say? They say if you see something, say something. And real New Yorkers know if you see something, say absolutely nothing. Get home safe. It is 10 million people, worry about yourself, all right? And that's what we did. We all locked eyes. We were like, cool, homeless love, time to get back to the crib, you know? There's one chick on the train, she must have been like from Wisconsin or something, because she got way too worked up in the moment. And she walked up to the homeless couple and she was like, Miss, I think you're in an abusive relationship. Yeah, and we were all like, part 2. And they robbed that bitch. They robbed her. All's well that ends well. My most validating moment in stand-up is when Chris Rock told me, like, my stand-up, nothing tops it. Yeah, I was at the Cellar. I got off stage and I go to walk to the back corner where we were all sitting in the Village Underground. And he probably doesn't even remember this. And he was like, hey man, really funny stuff. Like, I really liked your stuff. It's really great. You know, some type of compliment. I kind of like blacked out a little bit. And I was like, oh, thank you so much, Mr. Rock. Like, very polite, you know? And then I went outside and called my mom. I was like, you didn't fucking like my stand-up. And of course, my mom, like a mom, she was like, tell him he has pretty lips. I'm like, I'm not telling this nigga he has pretty lips. Nothing tops it. I can do the Garden. I can have the classic specials. Everybody can go, Eagle Witt's the greatest comedian ever. And I'll be like, it's not as good as that night that Chris Rock just liked my stand-up. That was it. I just got off stage. This nigga was like, you're funny. I was like, great, I'm made. I'm a made man. All right, you guys want the Rosa Parks one? Yeah, please. I honestly think the OJ one's a little bit better, but here we go. All right. Rosa Parks' husband had a car. I didn't write this. This isn't a joke. This is a fact. You can Google it after the show, nigga. He had a car, okay? We all know who Rosa Parks is, right? A car. Not like on cinder blocks, not a car that didn't work. It was a car that was in the driveway. He took it to and from every day, a working car. When women ain't shit in a relationship, nothing happens. When men ain't shit in a relationship, civil rights. It's amazing, you know? I'd like to imagine a world where like, he meant to give her a ride but forgot. Like he was like at the crib watching the game and he like fell asleep because back then they ain't let us play, so sports, you know, boring. And there's only so many layups you could watch, you know? So he falls asleep, you know, he's got some Cheez-Its on his chest, whatever, you know. He wakes up, the news is on, he's like, fuck. This is how I know my theory is right. She responded like a bitch who wasn't supposed to be on the bus in the first place. Of course, it was fucked up that they had us in the back of the bus, but that was what it was back then. You know what I mean? Niggas wasn't overreacting to that. She responded like they walked up to her like, you know you're not supposed to be sitting here. And she's like, I'm not even supposed to be on the bus right now. It's layered too, because you got to think about it, right? Like we know Rosa Parks as a civil rights icon. We all love Rosa Parks, right? Super famous black lady from back in the day, right? But back then, that was just a bitch having a bad day. She didn't know. She didn't know what the future held for her. She knew that day sucked, you know? And her husband was the man who fucked up, right? I can only imagine being her husband in that moment, just pacing back and forth in the crib with real relationship problems swirling around. Just like, fuck. This bitch already thinks I'm cheating. Oh my God. Fuck. The key turns in the door. He's like, oh shit. You know she came in hot. You know she was like, 5 o'clock, nigga. I said 5 o'clock. That's why people almost killed me. It must have been tricky, because you know, like, you gotta remember, like, all right, it started like that, but then what happened to Rosa? She got popping, right? Like, it started as a bad day, but then, you know, she was like back then viral, you know? And she was lit. She was kind of lit, let's be honest. She got lit, right? And it must have been weird for their relationship after he forgot to pick her up, you know? Because, you know, she started getting lit. Like, she was taking pictures with Martin, you know? All right, this bitch is up, right? You know? She had Malcolm X's personal number, you know? You know? She had all the marches and shit. Okay, Rosa, I see you. Bitch, you a hero. And I'm sure her husband was low-key getting tight. Like, she came home and he was like, you wouldn't have been shit without me. You guys have been great. My name's Eagle Witt. Have a great night. Thank you so much.